Question 1. What is the minimum following distance you should maintain behind another vehicle in ideal conditions? A. 4 seconds, B. 2 seconds, C. 1 second, D. 3 seconds. Answers is B. 2 seconds. The rule provides a safe following distance under ideal conditions, giving you time to react to sudden stops or hazards. Question 2. When approaching an uncontrolled intersection, what is the general rule for A. Vehicle to the left goes first, B. Vehicle to the right goes first, C. Vehicle going straight goes first, D. Vehicle turning left goes first? Answers is B. Vehicle to the right goes first. At an uncontrolled intersection, the driver to the left must yield to the driver on the right. Always be prepared to yield if unsure. Question 3. What should you do if your vehicle starts to hydroplane? A. Steer sharply into the skid. B. Ease off the accelerator, steer straight and do not brake firmly. C. Brake hard and fast. D. Accelerate to gain traction. Answers is B. Ease off the accelerator, steer straight and do not brake firmly. If your vehicle hydroplanes, ease off the gas, do not brake, and steer gently in the direction you want to go until you regain control. Avoid sudden movements. Question 4. When must you use your headlights? A. From 30 min before sunset to 30 min after sunrise or low visibility. B. Only at night. C. Only when raining or snowing. D. Only on highways. Answers is A. From 30 min before sunset to 30 min after sunrise or low visibility. Must be used during these periods, and whenever visibility is to less than 150 meters due to weather or other conditions. Question 5. What is the safest way to deal with a driver who is tailgating you? A. Speed up to get away. B. Tap your brakes to warn them. C. Slowly reduce your speed to increase your following distance ahead. D. Flash your high beams. Answers is C. Slowly reduce your speed to increase your following distance ahead. Creating more space in front of your vehicle gives you more room to react and allows the tailgater to pass more easily when safe. Question 6. In heavy fog, what type of lights should you use? A. High beam headlights. B. Low beam headlights. C. Parking lights only. D. Daytime running lights. Answers is B. Low beam headlights. High beams reflect off the fog and reduce visibility. Low beams point downwards, illuminating the road better without blinding yourself. Question 7. When making a left turn at an intersection, who has the A. Oncoming traffic going straight, B. Vehicles turning right, C. Pedestrians crossing, D. You always have. Answers is A. Oncoming traffic going straight. Drivers making a left turn must yield to oncoming traffic that is going straight or turning right, as well as to pedestrians in the crosswalk. Question 8. What does a flashing red traffic light mean? A. Yield to all traffic. B. Stop, then proceed when safe. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. D. Stop and wait for a green light. Answers is B. Stop, then proceed when safe. A flashing red light is treated like a stop sign. You must come to a complete stop, then proceed only when it is safe to do so. Question 9. How often should you check your mirrors while driving? A. Only when changing lanes. B. Every 5 to 8 seconds. C. Only before stopping. D. Only on highways. Answers is B, every 5 to 8 seconds. Regular mirror checks help you stay aware of traffic around you, potential hazards and blind spots, promoting defensive driving. Question 10. What is the purpose of a shoulder check? A. To check blind spots. B. To check tire pressure. C. To adjust mirrors. D. To check for pedestrians only. Answers is A. To check blind spots. A shoulder check involves turning your head briefly to look quickly into your blind spots before changing lanes or making a turn to ensure the path is clear. Question 11. When parking on a hill facing uphill with a curb, in which direction should you turn your front wheels? A. Away from the curb. B. The curb. C. Straight ahead. D. It doesn't matter. Answers is A. Away from the curb. Turning the wheels away from the curb allows the car to roll into the curb if the brakes fail, preventing it from rolling into traffic. Question 12. What should you do if you encounter a school bus with flashing red lights and its stop arm extended? A. Stop in both directions unless divided. B. Slow down and pass with caution. C. Stop only if you are behind it. D. Proceed if there's no oncoming traffic. Answers is A. Stop in both directions unless divided. All traffic must stop when a school bus displays flashing red lights in its stop arm, regardless of the direction of travel, unless separated by a median. Question 13. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Dangerous curve to the right. B. Sharp turn ahead. C. Right lane ends. D. Winding road. Answers is A. Dangerous curve to the right. This sign warns drivers of a dangerous curve to the right ahead, advising them to reduce speed and exercise caution. Question 14. What does this road sign mean? A. Left turn only. B. Dangerous curve to the left. C. Road curves left. D. Road work ahead. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the left. This sign indicates a dangerous curve to the left is approaching, prompting drivers to slow down and use caution for the turn. Question 15. What does this sign warn you about? A. Steep descent. B. Steep ascent. C. Slippery road. D. Hump in the road. Answers is A. Steep descent. This sign warns drivers of a steep downhill grade ahead, where extra caution is needed and lower gears may be required to control speed. Question 16. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Steep ascent. B. Sharp incline. C. Road narrows. D. Hill ahead. Answers is A. Steep ascent. This sign warns of a steep uphill grade, which may require shifting to a lower gear or increased power to maintain speed. Question 17. What does this sign indicate? A. Slippery road. B. Wet pavement. C. Icy conditions ahead. D. Rough road. Answers is A. Slippery road. This sign warns that the road surface may be slippery when wet, requiring drivers to reduce speed and drive cautiously to prevent skidding. Question 18. What does this sign warn about? A. Loose gravel. B. Falling rocks. C. D. Uneven road. Answers is A. Loose gravel. This sign warns drivers of loose gravel or stone materials on the road surface, which can cause skidding, loss of control, or flying debris. Question 19. What does this sign indicate? A. Pedestrian crossing. B. School zone. C. Children playing. D. Yield to pedestrians. Answers is A. Pedestrian crossing. This sign warns drivers of a marked pedestrian crossing ahead, where pedestrians may be crossing the roadway, and drivers should be prepared to stop. Question 20. What does this sign mean? A. Children ahead. B. School zone. C. Playground nearby. D. Pedestrian crossing. Answers is A. Children ahead. This sign warns drivers that children may be present or crossing the road, especially near schools, parks, or residential areas. Exercise extreme caution. Question 21. What does this sign indicate? A. Road works ahead. B. Detour. C. Construction zone. D. Lane closed. Answers is A. Road works ahead. This sign warns drivers of ongoing road construction or maintenance ahead, requiring caution, speed, and adherence to temporary signage. Question 22. What does this sign require you to do? A. Give way. B. Stop ahead. C. Yield to pedestrians. D. Merge right. Answers is A. Give way. This is a yield sign, meaning you must slow down or stop if necessary to allow traffic on the intersecting road to pass before you proceed. Question 23. What does this sign mean? A. Stop and give way. B. Proceed with caution. C. Merge traffic. D. End of road. Answers is A. Stop and give way. This is a stop sign, requiring drivers to come to a complete stop before the stop line, crosswalk, or intersection, then proceed only when safe. Question 24. What does this sign indicate? A. Priority road. B. Main road ahead. C. Highway entrance. D. Keep right. Answers is A. Priority road. This sign indicates that you are on a priority road, meaning you have the over traffic entering from side roads unless otherwise. Question 25. What does this sign signify? A. Priority over oncoming traffic is. B. One-way traffic. C. No entry. D. Yield to all traffic. Answers is A. Priority over oncoming traffic is. This sign indicates that oncoming traffic has the in a narrow section of road, and you must yield to them. Question 26. What does this sign tell you? A. Priority over oncoming traffic. B. Two-way traffic. C. Merge left. D. Road narrows. Answers is A. Priority over oncoming traffic. This sign means you have the over oncoming traffic, usually at a narrow passage or bridge. Question 27. What does this sign mean? A. No entry, do not enter. B. Wrong way. C. Restricted access. D. One-way street. Answers is A. No entry, do not enter. This sign prohibits all vehicles from entering the road or lane where it is displayed, often used at exit ramps or to prevent driving. Question 28. What does this sign prohibit? A. No right turn. B. No turns allowed. C. Right lane closure. D. No U-turn. Answers is A, no right turn. This sign indicates that making a right turn at the intersection or specific location is prohibited for all vehicles. Question 29. What does this sign prohibit? A, no left turn. B, no turns allowed. C, left lane closure. D, no U-turn. Answers is A, no left turn. This sign indicates that making a left turn at the intersection or specific location is prohibited for all vehicles. Question 30. What does this sign prohibit? A, no U-turn. B, no turns. C, no reversing. D, no stopping. Answers is A, no U-turn. This sign indicates that making a U-turn turning around to go in the opposite direction at this particular location is prohibited. Question 31. What does this sign mean? A, no overtaking. B, keep right. C, slow vehicles only. D, end of passing lane. Answers is A, no overtaking. This sign prohibits drivers from overtaking or passing other vehicles in the area due to safety concerns like limited visibility or curves. Question 32. What does this sign indicate? A, maximum speed limit 50. B, minimum speed 50. C, speed zone ahead. D, end of speed limit. Answers is A, maximum speed limit 50. This sign sets the maximum permissible speed limit for the roadway at 50 units e.g. kilometers per hour. Drivers must not exceed this speed. Question 33. What does this sign indicate? A, end of maximum speed limit. B, resume normal speed. C, speed up. D, speed limit change. Answers is A, end of maximum speed limit. This sign indicates that the previously posted maximum speed limit is no longer in effect, and the general speed limit for the area applies. Question 34. What does this sign mean? A, no stopping. B, no parking. C, loading zone. D, emergency stopping only. Answers is A, no stopping. This sign means you cannot stop your vehicle at any time for any reason, even briefly, in the area. This is a strict prohibition. Question 35. What does this sign mean? A, no stopping. B, no parking. C, loading zone. D, restricted area. Answers is B, no parking. This sign means you are not allowed to park your vehicle in the area, but you may stop briefly to load or unload passengers or goods. Question 36. What does this sign require drivers to do? A, proceed straight. B, straight ahead only. C, one-way traffic. D, keep straight. Answers is A, proceed straight. This mandatory sign indicates that traffic must proceed straight ahead only in the lane or at the intersection it governs. Question 37. What does this sign indicate? A, turn right. B, right lane only. C, right curve ahead. D, right turn permitted. Answers is A, turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that traffic must turn right at the intersection or point where the sign is. Question 38. What does this sign mean? A, turn left. B, left lane only. C, left curve ahead. D, left turn permitted. Answers is A. Turn left. This mandatory sign indicates that traffic must turn left at the intersection or point where the sign is. Question 39. What does this sign indicate? A. Roundabout. B. Traffic circle ahead. C. Yield to traffic. D. Merge ahead. Answers is A. Roundabout. This sign indicates a circular intersection roundabout ahead, requiring drivers to yield to traffic already in the circle before entering. Question 40. What does this sign indicate? A. Motorway expressway. B. Highway begins. C. High-speed road. D. Limited access. Answers is A. Motorway expressway. This sign indicates the beginning of a motorway or expressway, where specific rules and higher speed limits typically apply. Question 41. What does this sign indicate? A. End of motorway. B. Highway ends. C. Speed limit changes. D. Road narrows. Answers is A. End of motorway. This sign indicates that the motorway or expressway designation has ended, and standard road rules and speed limits will apply. Question 42. What does this sign mean? A. One-way road. B. Divided highway. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. Restricted access. Answers is A. One-way road. This sign indicates that the road ahead is a one-way street, where traffic flows in a single direction only. Drivers must not go against the flow. Question 43. What does this sign show? A. Of movement in lanes. B. Lane control. C. Lane merge. D. Lane closure. Answers is A. Of movement in lanes. This sign displays the permitted directions of travel for vehicles in specific lanes, often used approaching complex intersections to guide drivers. Question 44. What does this sign indicate? A. Place for U-turn. B. U-turn permitted. C. Turnaround point. D. No through road. Answers is A. Place for U-turn. This sign indicates a area where U-turns are specifically permitted or recommended, often where it is safe to turn around. Question 45. What does this sign recommend? A. Recommended speed 50. B. Minimum speed. C. Speed zone. D. Advisory speed limit. Answers is A. Recommended speed 50. This sign suggests a recommended speed 50 units, e.g., for safe travel under ideal conditions, often used on curves or tricky sections. Question 46. What does this sign indicate? A. Residential area living zone. B. Neighborhood zone. C. Low speed zone. D. Children playing. Answers is A. Residential area living zone. This sign marks the beginning of a residential area or living zone, where special rules like speed limits and pedestrian priority usually apply. Question 47. What does this sign indicate? A. End of residential area. B. Resume normal speed. C. City limits. D. No longer a living zone. Answers is A. End of residential area. This sign marks the end of a residential area, indicating that standard road rules and speed limits for general roadways apply again. Question 48. What does this sign mean? A. Parking available. B. Parking place ahead. C. Park and ride. D. No parking zone. Answers is B. Parking place ahead. This sign indicates that a parking facility or parking area is ahead, informing drivers of upcoming parking options. Question 49. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Traffic light ahead. B. Stop sign ahead. C. Intersection ahead. D. Railway crossing. Answers is A. Traffic light ahead. This sign warns drivers that there is a traffic control signal ahead, giving them time to prepare to stop or proceed according to the light. Question 50. What does this sign warn about? A. Railway crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Train station. D. Level crossing with gates. Answers is A. Railway crossing. This sign warns of an unguarded railway crossing with a single track ahead. Drivers must slow down, look, and listen for trains before crossing.